it is Bree, the Hot Empress. Okay, so I know it gives a little delay, so I want to make sure the delay is gone before I get to talking. But I wanted to post something today. I had did a day trip today, and I was thinking, I was like, man, I didn't bring my tarot cards, but I wanted to post some content. So I just came up with the idea that I would talk about me and where I'm at and who I am and yeah, on my journey. And maybe I'll speak about a little bit more in depth about like some goals that I have. But I want to get started by saying, if you don't know me by now, my name is Bree. Well, I go by Bree. um, I have been known of my gifts for a very long time, since I was young or whatever. Um, and I just pretty much was programmed to shut them out, like a lot of us are. And so I started picking back up on exploring them when I was 20, 21. And at that time, I was going through heavy, 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 heavy depression, like real bad, like to the point where my I have a daughter. She's 11 now, but at the time, excuse me, at the time she was like 3, and I was going through really bad depression, and I knew that I needed help when my kids started like being the one to be like, hey mommy, it's time to get up, it's time to cook dinner, and all of those things, like just the basic things I just didn't want to do. I didn't have the drive to do it. And so I began to seek help from a therapist, and though it was good, I feel like it was helpful. It helped me learn about reflecting and journaling and those things. But I do feel like it wasn't the route that I needed to go for my healing. And so I started to find different modalities and ways to go about it. And YouTube has helped me a lot with that, with self-help things. And not to negate anybody from getting therapy, like please go, because I definitely got something from that. But to continue on my journey, I knew that from what I was dealing with, which I later confirmed was the dark night of the soul, which she probably couldn't ever explain to me. um, and that was something that I had to find out for myself. So with that being said, um, fast forward to, I started traveling, like living in different places. I moved to Buffalo, New York at the time. So if you're from Buffalo, hey, what's up? Um, and then I stayed there very briefly. I really enjoyed Buffalo. Buffalo was a nice city as far as opportunity rise. They could do a little cosmetic upgrades over there, but hey, it's not my city. Um, and then I came back, and then I moved to Charlotte, North Carolina, and I lived there for about 5, 6 years. I started my career as a cosmetologist there, and at that time I was serving. I was a server. I worked. I'm not gonna say the company name, but where I worked at, I had worked there for a very long time. And when I moved to Charlotte, I just transferred my job. When I moved to Buffalo, I just transferred my job. So I always had that job. And at that time in Charlotte, our GM, like, he got promoted to like district. So we didn't have a GM for a long time. So things were just very hectic. But long story short, I ended up getting fired, like from like someone who wasn't even authorized to fire me. So that's how hectic it was. But I just let it go. I didn't even fight it. I just let it go, because it was just like I was overwhelmed. But I felt like that was the push that I needed to start on my path and living my purpose. And a part of my purpose is cosmetology. And I had to learn that. I had to step away from it. I had to let it go for it to come back to me, and realize that this is the path that I'm supposed to be on, and how I make people feel, and how I retain knowledge so quickly, and using my previous college experience. So I guess I could talk about that too. Yeah, so I did go to college for chemistry. And that's something that I'm actually thinking about furthering in the future. So I'm excited about that. But um, yeah, so that all of those things, like even me going to college for chemistry, has led me to be a positive aspect in people's lives. And just like doing hair, doing nails, those things are way deeper than what we think of, and it really does cause more of a effect on our how we move, how we operate. I feel real good. Like I got my hair braided and I feel really good about myself, at this moment. And I felt like more adventurous. I got so much attention. Like, when we are exuberating and radiating on a magnitude that is so grand, people are going to see it on you. And, the right ones are going to say, like, hey, you look good. They're going to speak up. They're going to say. So I say that to say I love being that transformation, creating that transformation for others. And through my creativities, I'm really great at drawing. I used to love to draw a lot, but I still do. Through with my nails, all of my work with nails is hand drawn, so yeah. um yeah, so that's a little bit about me and where I'm at. Oh, so now I am very much elevated from when I was 21. Of course, I'm 28 now. I'm about to be 29 October 18th. If you want to send your girl a little birthday whatever, I'll drop my information in the description box. But October 18th is my birthday, and I'll be 29 at that time. And to do a reflection on that, I have came so far, even with my gifts, even with discerning and separating myself from others and cutting out people pleasing, and even dealing with relationships and friendships, family. I've been through a lot. I have overcame a lot, and it has made me wiser. And I feel like at this point in my life, I'm getting like this second chance or something like that is what I'm feeling like. This second chance, this second opportunity to do it all over again, but in a way that I would want to have done it, because I feel like Spirit is like, have you learned your lesson? Because this is meant for you. What you did was not wrong. It just wasn't time, because there were some things you need to learn. And that was a lot of processing that I needed to do, coming from like 25 to 29. You know, it takes time to really uh get life. Like, if you don't have it all together at 20 something, it's literally old fucking cake. Like, there's 40-year-olds that don't even have it the fuck together. So like, please do not be hard on yourself if you're in your 20s, if you're in your 30s and you don't have it all together, because baby, we all winging it. We all winging it. But I can't say that to say that if you are feeling like that type of person who you're winging it, you feel like I'm just winging it. Okay, connect with some people. Open yourself up to people that you would never have before, because I can say through doing nails, that's how I have gotten to the point now where I can build a structure, a foundation where I'm secure, where I feel like I can take this day trip and feel good about it, and I don't have to worry about it. And I had connected with another. It's all my life is so magical, and I just would love to talk about it with y'all, but I just feel like it's for me to experience. But I'm going to share this. So there was a client who came in. I was working at a traditional nail shop. She came in and she picked me to get her nails done. Her name was Brittany. My real name is Brittany. And so that was cool. We vibed off of that. And then we just got to talking really deep. But most of my clients, I do. Whatever client comes in my chair, they come, we have deep conversations. It's not surface level. If it is, it's because they may be distant or on the phone or whatever. I make them feel that it's not for them. Right. But either way to go. either way it go, we got to talking about financial literacy and, you know, how her person came into her life and taught her about different ways that she can look at life and open her mind up, and how she came from a small family, a small town with small thinking, and we actually came from the same area, which was interesting as well. And she just really like gave me, and I asked questions. I asked the questions that my soul felt like it needed for me to um like I seen what she wanted is what I wanted too. So she had something, information for me. I knew she did. So I asked the questions, and I don't know why, I can't tell you why, but I just knew to ask those questions. And those questions have led me to here today to be like, yes, I am confident. Sure, that was just like 6 months ago. Like, and I have really transformed my life just by allowing people in my life and allowing information in and taking different approaches, open my mind up to different things. Even just me identifying and confirming my passion, confirming my purpose uh, through others, that has allowed me to do that. So now I'm in a space where I want to cultivate more one-on-one connections, more healthy one-on-one connections. 11:11 on the clock as I'm saying that. And I also want to travel more. So I will be doing more one-on-one connections with those who are, you know, not in my area as well. And astrology aligns with that for me as well. So I'm not going to go against my energetic makeup. I really heavily now in my 29th year use astrology to navigate my steps. You know, it is a form of confluence. If you I like investing in trading. That is another thing that I into. But one of the things that I was taught with trading is you need at least three confluences to get in the market. And so I use astrology as one of my confluences before I make a move. I use astrology as one of my guidances, like my northern star, you know, to just make sure like, hey, the energies are aligning for me to go in this direction. But anyways, um, and I do want to post more about astrology. I will be posting more about astrology. I will, now that I have more structure, more fluidity, more time, more flexibility, I can do that. So, uh, yeah, I'm trying to think of what else to say, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, that's me and that's who I am. Like I said, I'm in Nashville right now, just really chilling, enjoying the last hot weekend we may have because it's officially fall equinox. I will probably be posting a reading here soon. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, like, yeah, guys, don't be afraid to hit me up. You know, my email is always there. I'm a very cool girl. Like, I love feedback. I love to hear from people. I'm a problem solver. Now, don't flood me. Don't trauma dump on me because I ain't gonna like that shit. And I'm gonna tell you about yourself. But I'm just saying, like, you know, if you genuinely need some guidance, some advice, please do not hesitate to reach out to your girl, because we're gonna figure this shit out. I am that friend. We are gonna figure it out together. What we gotta do, okay? What do we have to do? So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off of here, give me some brunch, try to get to a rooftop, see what everybody else talking about. Really, I really just want people to see me. I go out so people can see me, okay? And I can just observe all of their energy and their attention and take it with me and transmute that. And yeah, that was a gem right there. So y'all better be listening to good old Bree, okay, the Hawt Empress. But in the meantime, I'll see you guys next time, okay?